What is going on, friends? It's Saturday, 4 p.m. here, and it is time to explore Eorzea. How's it going, everybody? We got a couple of friends joining us today. Let's get our party started. Yeah, we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to do a little bit of upkeep. That includes things like doing our crafting turn-ins. We're going to, I think, finish up a retainer quest. We're going to do the Manderville Gold Saucer stuff. Make sure that we're not wasting our MGP and getting those jumbo Cacpot tickets taken care of. Things like that. And then we're going to jump into the MSQ again. Got a few people on and watching, so let's hop to it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to check our timers, remember, because we can go buy all these over in Sapphire Avenue Exchange. And then come in and turn them in. Let's see. Let's pop over to the exchange via the Ethernet. Let me check on, let's see, that retainer quest that we needed. Search 9 Ivies. So at some point we'll actually be going to the 9 Ivies area, or the East Shroud area for that MSQ, so we'll hit 9 Ivies while we're there. Dromarch Byakko is available for the FC invite. Okay, let me actually find you real fast. Player search, search conditions, and Dromarch. Execute, and boom, we're gonna invite to the company. And send a friend request. That should be... And you can join the party if you want. Alright, so we're not gonna necessarily need the market board right now. Welcome! Let's see, so I remember one of the things we needed was a maple longbow. We're also going to see if there's any other weapons. Does not look like it. So maple longbow. We're going to do war arms and 1 through 9. Maple longbow. Hey, no worries if you gotta catch up on other stuff before you jump in with the party. No worries. Bronze file is over here. The Fieldcraft Merchant. That is hand 1 through 9. And bronze file. Which one is file? Amateur's file. That might be in the next level up. Let's check it. Bronze file. Boom. Alright, check the timers again. We need bronze solarets, which are at the armorer, which is unfortunately down here always. We can use sprint to catch up. Battlecraft armor, war gear, we'll do 1 through 9. Bronze solarets. So we need copper choker from the jeweler. Battlecraft, copper choker. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's magic. Battlecraft? Wait. Fieldcraft? Copper choker, yep. Okay. Jump on the next one. Hempen bottoms. That might be magic, actually. Hempen. Breeches, tights, and gaskins. We'll do land, 1 through 9. Hempen bottoms. Oh, interesting. Hempen bottoms. Maybe they're a level 10 thing. They are a level 10 thing. So magic, 10. It's just a little bit of trial and error. And we'll try hand and land. We'll do 10. If you actually pay attention to the thing when you're hovered over, though, it's not so much of an issue. See, like, control plus 12 tells me it's gather. I just kind of didn't think about that until just now. Antidote. We can pick up some antidotes over here at the apothecary. And I really just need one, because I already have one. Braised Papyra. Let's see if our Potwatch has Braised Papyra. I don't think so, because we came in here last time. But you know what we can do, because we're not on free trial? We can go to the market board. Braised P. And then double check the number. It is 3. Oof. I don't really feel like paying 15,000 for high quality, so I'm just going to buy these 5 Braised Papyra here. Let's see. Muddy water. I just need 2 muddy waters, so I'm going to grab muddy waters off the market board just because. Never mind. We're going to probably pick that up somewhere else. Tradecraft Merchant might have it because it's still low level enough. So mineral water. And we know we can get it in the, what's the Alchemist Guild? Can be mined right outside of Ul'dah. Oh, we just needed some papyr for the daily turn-ins, but it's no big deal. I already got some on the market board. I'll just go to the Alchemist Guild and pick up a couple muddy waters. And then rye. Let's just see what's on the market board here, because I'm not sure if it's quick buy over there. I need 10 of them. But you know what? This is 122 gil, so I don't care enough to spend my time to optimize that. And then a Vongola clam. I don't know that there is one. There wasn't one last time. We could server hop, and we could go get some. But, you know, for the sake of the stream, I'm just going to skip that for today. There's an NPC in Limsa that sells the berries, or the regular Papyra, right? Well, the one that we needed was the braised Papyra. It's a crafted one. So let's grab 2 muddy waters, and then we'll go over to Hall of the Flames. We'll turn in everything that we've got, and then we'll get a move on. It is good to know though that you can buy the Papyra in Limsa. It's at like a little fish market kind of above the Drowning Wench, right? Or maybe it's down below the Drowning Wench. There are 2. One's an herbs place, and the other is a fish place, if I remember correctly. Anywho, we're just going to quickly jump up in here. Grab our other friend here. And then turn in a whole bunch of stuff. Get some levels. Easy peasy. So the more that you spend time leveling up your crafting and doing the early stuff, the faster you'll be able to get like bigger amounts of XP. But you know, level 10 is pretty good to start, because I mean we're getting 10,000 some odd per. With the road to 90 bucks. Okay, we got like 59,444 for that one. That's great. Okay. So yeah, let's check our levels now. Yeah, 10, 11, 10, 12, 12, 12, 9, 11. We gained some levels here. Alright, so one thing we're going to do is also, while we're in Ul'dah, we're going to hop over to the Manderville Gold Saucer, make sure we're not losing any of those tickets we bought. And then we'll head over to the East Shroud. We will hit the Retainer Venture quest, and then continue with the Sylphs storyline. But before we do the Jumbo Cactpot, we got to make sure that we do our Mini Cactpot, because it just takes 5 seconds, and you can get yourself some MGP. What method do we want to use today? The Y? Should we use the Y, Cena? Alright, I'm not going to have a 1, 2, 3. I could have a 7, 8, 9. I'm going to go for it. Hey, look at that! The method works. Kind of. I mean, I still didn't know these would be, but it was a beauty for us. 3,600. I'm not going to go with the Y on this one. Ooh, I got to go for it. Oh, 10 grand! Today might be a champion's day. We can still do a kind of a sideways Y. Let's go for it. Come on, double 10s. Oh, we still got over almost 14,000 though. Holy cow. Not bad for like taking 10 seconds out of our day. Alright, so let's see. I need to check as well. Were there any other quests they mentioned that we needed to do? We need to redeem Cactpot. We need to do the venture. Okay, let's go redeem our Cactpot. We're going to go to the Cactpot board. Hey, you won too? Did you get a 10k or a 3k or what? Cactpot cashier. Oh, I can no longer claim prizes. I guess I forgot to redeem them and repurchase. So we're just going to come here and buy some. And then 8 o'clock tonight, we could come and get the purchase again. Let's see, 3537. We're going to do the same thing we tried last time. See if we can triple up on winning the last number. No, what do I keep doing? 7. That way, if we happen to get a 7 for the last number, we'll win that prize 3 times. Alright, let's see where we are. Do a quick check on the quests. Pup no longer, we just have to go to the Wolves' Den, but we're not going to worry about that one right now. While we're here in the Gold Saucer, we're also going to make a quick pit stop at the Chocobo racing area and turn in our Chocobo stuff that we did. You're going to spend the evening doing levels 21 to 30 recipes? You are welcome to craft as far ahead as you want from us, no worries. Our promising new jockey returns, bearing his fledgling Chocobo's registration form, I trust. But of course, one so keen to join the ranks of honored champions would not be so foolish as to misplace essential documentation. Our race Chocobo trainer is responsible for registering new fledglings. Present your form to her and she will guide you through the process. Bow. Thank goodness, because I can't tell them apart. And when that final bureaucratic hurdle hath been surmounted, return to me and I shall arrange your debut. So I'll speak to the registrar again to learn the fundamentals of Chocobo racing. And then I believe catering provided you with a registration form to your race Chocobo. It's kind of interesting, there's no quest marker there, you just have to remember. Alright, race Chocobo name. We're gonna go with abstract adjectives. We're gonna go with Excellente. We're just gonna name it Excellente. I can omit second word. Eorzeon Explorzion's Chocobo Excellente. I forgot to read that. Congratulations, Excellente is now eligible to participate in sanctioned Chocobo races. However, I fear you are not quite qualified to do so just yet. Pray speak with the registrar about our training course. At last, the time has come for you and your race Chocobo to take the track, for training that is. Enter a race followed by a training course to learn the basics of Chocobo racing. Side quest, we're going to learn about Chocobo racing. And we're going to enter a race and we're going to do a training course. Oh, right. Party member requirements unmet. I wonder if you have to be solo, so we're just going to drop this for a second. We're going to explore some Chocobo racing. Welcome to the training course. You see that the Chocobo is automatically running. Here you can practice the basics of Chocobo racing. We have an empty bag down here. All race Chocobos will carry their rider to the end of the course. However, only a skilled jockey can guide his steed to victory. Well, I'm the only one here, so it should be easy. To accelerate, press and hold the move forward key. So you're going to go at a basic run until you hold that. Note that your Chocobo's stamina will decrease more quickly when accelerating. See, this bar went down. Lathered. Continue to accelerate and observe the effects. Once your Chocobo's stamina is completely depleted, your speed will drop and you will no longer be able to accelerate. Be warned, if Chocobos push too hard will become lathered and lose stamina even more quickly. To alleviate this condition, move the back key to decelerate and allow your Chocobo to rest. So that really didn't take long, you just have to make sure that if that thing appears, you do in fact hit back. Move the left and right keys to steer your Chocobo from one side of the course to the other. And note that it's kind of weird. Not as fast as you would think. Scattered throughout the course are magic panels which bestow various effects when triggered, so we're going to try to look for a magic panel. There's a magic panel on the right side here. Turning is, I guess, automatic actually. So this magic panel will speed us. Your Chocobo gained a temporary speed boost. However, be warned, not all panels bestow beneficial panels. To avoid steering away from panels, you can also jump to avoid them. In addition to magic panels, you may come across treasure coffers containing race items. Some treasure coffers will be suspended in midair, so make sure to jump. Race items will be added to your hotbar automatically and can be used to help yourself and hinder your opponents. So we're lathered, so we're going to go back. Summons a quick burst of speed. And that concludes the Chocobo racing training course. I mean, it's not the world's greatest tutorial, but that's how it goes. Chocobo racing is a little bit janky in the controls area, but once you do it a few times, you should have at least some amount of understanding. Alright. We're not going to actually jump into Chocobo Racing right this second, though. We are going to pop over to East Shroud. Let me double check any quests. Death to the Bean Thieves. Where's Dameta? In the Black Shroud. And that is in Northern... That's right, because this was Hurstmill, which was part of North Shroud. Okay, we're going to see if my other party members pop out here in just a moment. And let's see. See if they're... Yep, he's still in there. You don't remember doing that training? Maybe you never did it? Alright, let's pop over to East Shroud. I like that one on the Rogadin. 586 gil, that's highway robbery. Alright. Let's pop over to the Sylphs. But first, 9 Ivies. We've got a quest over here. Where is this person? So the retainer is over here along the way. We're gonna go save him. And we'll talk to the novice retainer. Okay. 12, bless you, adventurer. So focused was I on my task that I took no notice of the buzzards at my back. Well, good on you for being so, you know, diligent in doing your master's wishes. You seem confused. Have you heard not of adventures? It is a service in which we retainers carry out procurement expeditions on behalf of our employers. Alas, some are not wont to furnish us with sufficient equipment, despite the various, or obvious benefits it would afford both parties. Out, please. Love you, bug. Ah, has he been summoning me this entire time? Pray excuse me. Forgive me, master. I was waylaid by beasts. Yes, a Lalafell gladiator. How did you know? Of course, as you wish. It seems I must take my leave at once, but before I go, pray allow me to thank you. I have not to recompense you with, but should you inform my supervisor, Parnell, of your deeds, I am confident she will see fit to reward you. May we meet again, my friend, and do not forget to visit Parnell in the Shaded Bower. Wow, that was like instant teleport. I'd like that. Okay, and then next we will run up here and go talk to the Sylphs. Comuxio. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. Alright, so we gotta dance. Sorry, I had my daughter banging at the door. This one would welcome walking ones who move like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. Walking one would bring us gift. To this one, walking one is most kind. Man, I'm gonna get so tired of self-speak. Walking one brings milkroot. Milkroot fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks, gives many, many thanks. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn more from him of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milkroot, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. I thought all sylphs liked tricks, actually. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you say? But the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Eorzeon here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are of no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Eorzeon's jig insufficiently jiggy? Hey, my jig was perfect. I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Ooh, fun. I will definitely take one of the more useful of these potions. Not, they're all kind of useless. Alright, Ida. Say, Eorzeon, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow! Ow! There go those leg cramps of mine acting up again. Oh, how convenient. We're gonna do our little trick to save a little time, though. Not have to actually do the dance. Oh, and I didn't even read the text. Ooh, Walking One knows... Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Ah, Walking One is a friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. And then there's somebody over there. Walking One would be a friend to these ones? This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could never weave in the same way. What? But hey, you can do the dance. Your dance is what you describe as a wet sack of sand. It's so true. The rogue dance is so very weird. Eorzeon, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Papalimo. Eorzeon, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. The Femlala has a cute dance. We haven't been able to see it, though, so we'll have to find a Femlala. And, find a Femlala who's willing to dance for the camera. Come on, Cena. What you got? Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero or knight. It's so adorable. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. These sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with Hearer Immediate. Of the Gridanians who reside here, she is the most likely to be privy to the sylphs' troubles. Okay, but we also want to take on extra responsibilities because the yellow quests appeared. Walking One may dance many dances, but this one doesn't like Walking Ones. Why? Because Walking Ones don't listen, that's why. If Walking One wants to be friend to this one, Walking One should listen, and listen good. This one has an itchy spot on back. Walking One should poke it. Okay. And also, I started over the Femlala because I thought it said Femro for some reason. Teehee, Walking One fell into trap. Touching this one turns Walking One's skin into moss. Hee hee! Mossy One's skin turns greener and greener. Mossy One should examine self to see how silly Mossy One has become. Examine self. What? Oh, I guess I have to have her selected. Hee hee, Walking One is so silly. There is no curse, Silly One. This one tricked Silly One good, yes? This one is smart. Silly One should congratulate this one for being so very smart. Congratulations, you dang dirty imp. Dang it, really? Again? Alright, there we go. That's right, silly one. This one is very, very smart one. Silly one is smart to know this. Silly one makes this one laugh. This one likes to laugh. Maybe silly one is not so bad after all. Can't believe you're gonna give me lots of guilt to do that. This one needs help. Please help these ones. Vile ones called buzzing jiggas think these ones are food. Attack these ones. Attack whenever these ones go into the forest to bathe in sunlight. Some of these ones have gone into the forest to lure out vile ones. This one wants walking ones to wait for vile ones. Wait nearby and slay vile ones that come. Alright. Enough of that. Let's go grab this yellow quest. Why am I taking these quests as a gladiator? Like, my level is stinking high. We want pugilist so that we can go get that as a job. And by the way, I cannot see my classes on here, which means I need the gear set list, and I need pugilist to be right there. Boom, boom, boom. We'll be a pugilist. Walking one, please listen. This one was frolicking in the forest, as this one likes to do, when nasty tusked ones came huffing and puffing and charging. This one was so frightened. This one is too scared to go back to the forest. Walking one can make tusked ones go away, yes? This one would dance for joy. Tusked ones hide in bushes. Walking, this one should be careful. Alright, let's grab whatever we need from here. You don't have any other level 20 jobs? Fair enough. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventure with a truly gentle heart. The Sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. I'm waiting. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from malms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Ziz Gorlins and Gallnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easy to come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Kamuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Alright, so we're going to take this in a wide arc. And pick up this stuff and kill a thing. And talk to the quest guy. Hey look, AoE move. Alright, so we got a suspicious thicket. Can we examine the whole thing before they get here? No, it's close though. Suspicious thicket. Tusked hog. Alright. Now we mount up because we have mounting and I forgot to do it last time. Destination! Alright, we'll grab... Oh, buzzing jigga. Another one? You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, what is happening here? What kind of magic is this? I feel lied to. Good grief. Alright, brownie bush. Wonder if it grows actual brownies. Alright. Continue on down. We can go around this way. Because there's a little tree you can go through. To get to this brownie bush. Then we need to make sure that we kill a gall gnat, which will be just on our way back. What makes a boring weevil boring? You don't understand? The fact that you don't understand is why the boring weevil is boring, because there's nothing noteworthy about it. Can't you tell? That's a giant gnat. Oh, the gall gnats are over down further. They're down by the castrum. Let's just avoid the big boy over there. Maximilwa. Like, what are these names? You know, with all four of us, maybe. No, not a chance. Actually, you know what? My whole life, I've thought it was boring weevil as in not interesting weevil. But I wonder if it's actually about, like, drilling into the earth to make a little home. Or something. Digging, yeah. Just occurred to me. Maybe with 5? If somebody was healing and somebody was actually tanking, we probably could. Alright, first we'll turn in with Amixia. Walking One has made tusked ones go away. This one can play in the forest again. This one, thanks, Walking One. This one is forever and ever Walking One's friend. Oh, hey, look, soot black dye. Oh, come on, another one? Hopeful One has returned. This one is troubled. When this one ran away from nasty tusked ones, this one dropped 3 spindles of thread. This one searched Bramble Place over and over, but nothing was found. Oh, woe is this one. Helpful One will help, yes? I wouldn't be a helpful one if I didn't, so of course I will. Laxio? These ones must bathe in sunlight to survive. Without sunlight, these ones would fall ill. Fall ill and shrivel away to no one's. Thanks to Walking One, these ones can safely bathe in sunlight. Excuse me, again. Praise be to Walking One. Oh, we got some steaks and grape juice. One or the other. We'll go steaks. Comuxio. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Oh, geez, where... There it is. Crazy. Dancing One brings brownie bushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy Ones. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many Walking Ones come to these ones' abodes, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. Yes, you were wrong. Trust me. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since Walking Ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful. Always careful. Actually paying attention to the storyline of why they are the way they are makes a little bit more sense this time around. But Dancing One is not like other Walking Ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange Walking Ones with bodies of steel came to the home of these ones. This one thinks the steel ones come from the Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help with this one. To help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones, and Walking Ones, yes. Dancing One must speak to these ones here, and Walking Ones in Hut House, and find out more. Hero for hire and starved of noob points for the fastest once-a-week level-up mechanic. If you need a good tanker, any role really, my character name is the same as my YouTube name. Are you online right now, Alex? I mean, you can join us for the stream. I don't know that we're going to be doing anything in particular. Although, maybe we'd jump in the big fate down there if we had enough people. Who knows? This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Minus the numbers of the name of the... Well, yeah, I mean, of course, no numbers there. Here, I'll just see if you're online. Player search. We'll do search conditions. We'll do last name this time. We'll do... Ninten. Is that like Ness's last name? Although I don't know what world you're on. I mean, I'm on Maduin on Dynamis, so I can't really find you that way. But, come hang out with us. I'll go into work. No, fair enough. Hey, let me snag you a link if you're interested, and we can have you jump in a few things with us. Let me get that invite thing going. Never generate the link, copy, and we'll just do that right there. Boom. We can do all kinds of stuff, world hopping and stuff. We like to run stuff. Check it out. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one is seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. Alright, so we know somebody likes treasure. Brownie bushes do sound tasty. I do wish they would just like grow like fudge brownies. I would go live in the East Shroud, and I don't even like brownies that much. But if I had a constant supply of them, I might change my tune. Shush! Shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. What do you got to say, Marinter? A word, if you will. The lands beyond this point belongs to the Sylphs. Unlike the gentle souls in Little Solace, the vicious woodland sprites out there will slaughter any outsider that dares cross their borders. You're free to travel where you please, but know that none will come to your rescue should you stride blithely into the jaws of danger. Sounds like something out of Wonka's factory. So true. And in that case, I wouldn't trust it, because nothing in that factory actually, like, is good. It always is a trap. Which then begs the question, like, why does he want to give Charlie this factory if none of the stuff that they make there is good? Like, it turns kids into, like, balloons and, like, nearly drowns them and, like, sucks them up into fans. Why is he trying to pawn that off on someone? Gotta roll up here. There's like no shortcut into this place. It stinks. Alright. We got another yellow quest over here too. Victor? Whoa, whoa, in Wonka's defense. Those were the results of naughty kids doing naughty things. Okay, but seriously, if they had done what they were supposed to, they wouldn't have tried the stuff, and they wouldn't have been in danger. 'Cause the stuff is dangerous. Fearsome types clad head to toe in steel, you say. Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. And we got a quest from Florimond here. You have the look of one who's seen more than his fair share of danger. I'm Florimond, a sentry of Jocelyn's Spire. Though you would be forgiven for imagining me as a sentry of this hut, so seldom have I left it in recent days. I sustained an injury, you see, and have been out of commission for some time. He took an arrow to the knee. Factories are not made for kids. Okay, fair enough. Though this one was special, not gonna lie. Driving is dangerous, yet millions do it every day. Yes, but millions do not drink flying potions that are conveniently placed below uncovered fans. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, my wood whaler comrades are about to commence a culling operation in the Bramble Patch, and the thought of them marching into the jaws of danger, while I languish here like a coddled babe, is frankly too much to bear. I realize this is sudden, but might I trouble you to take part in the operation in my stead? If you would do me this favor, seek out Captain Aniud at Jocelyn's Spire. He'll tell you all you need to know. Alright, I'll go to your job. You gonna pay me? And then Isabel needs some wild game. You're an adventurer, are you not? Aye, you have the same air about you as a father. He used to be an adventurer like you, though he has long since retired. He took an arrow to the knee, too. And now finds pleasure in welcoming travelers to this humble hut. We also serve hot meals to the brave men and women who protect our borders, a small token of our appreciation for their efforts. You would world hop, but you're broke from buying presents yesterday? Oh, no, not with money. I'm not saying buy like a world transfer. I'm just saying like you can go to the Aetheryte in your hometown, and you can pop over to a different center for a day, or even a different world for a day. So definitely don't like buy anything. In fact, I don't know if I've explained how to do that. Maybe that'd be a good short or something to show how you actually world transfer. Let's see. Speaking of which, our meat stocks are running perilously low yet again, and I must head into the Bramble Patch to trap some game. Sorry to cut short our conversation, but duty calls, and no one else is going to. Oh, I do hate to impose, but might I trouble you to take this box of hunting tools to lay the traps in my stead? It's for a good cause, as I mentioned. There are only so many hours in the day, you understand, and every bell I spend on this task would be a bell spent neglecting another. Data center, you have to log out into the character selection screen, but otherwise it works the same. Yeah. So data center from the logout screen, or the login screen, and world hopping from the main city Aetherytes. Good clarification. Alright, so let's see what's up here. Jocelyn Spire. Imperial Null. has got something for us too. Those frightful snouts, tusks like unto spears, and the squealing, that dreadful squealing, a death hymn that haunts my dreams each night. Why, oh why did I ever leave home to come here? Ahem. Hail, adventurer. Your sharp-eyed mien tells me you're keen to prove yourself, and to your good fortune, I have a menial task for one of your fair to middling abilities. Hey! Wild boars plague the bramble patch, and it's about time that someone culled the herd. Well, hop to it now. That's all you got for me. Do it. Just as a pro tip, let's see. Hang on, let me check these messages. They were beta testing the new products. Oh, at the Charlie and Chago factory. Just as a pro tip, world transferring to a preferred world is currently free if you're not already in a preferred world, if I recall correctly. Yes, actually, that is generally true. Alright, we've got this place right here now. Anyud, what brings you here, adventurer? Floramon's replacement, you say? And you're aware of the risks? Eh, well, you do seem a capable sort, based on me looking at you for 3 seconds. Floramon's task was to be the slaying of 6 black bats in the bramble patch. I take it you will now see to this? Very well, I wish you the best of luck. People just, like, are so okay with it. You know, you're probably gonna go get yourself hurt or something, but, you know, it's fine, you look fine. I haven't seen you do anything. It's fine. I feel like we just got asked to do a whole lot of things in the bramble patch, by the way. We got black bats, we got tusks, or boars, we got something else up here, a couple of orange spots to go explore. Alright. Destination. I have to slay 5 wild boars. Set up the hunting tools. I'm not gonna leave you guys any. Destination. Delighted to, sir. Name that quote and you'll get a brownie point. Alright, what do we got? Down this way, we got a few more boars, some cloud silk to pick up. There's another thing up here a little ways. We can see the thing. There it is. Cloud Silk. Trying to be tricksy on us, are you? Not today, Square Enix. Not today. Okay, we got Meat of the Matter, which is another trap. It's conveniently tucked away back here. Kind of a weird place to put a trap because it's already brambly, which feels like... Oh, so basically it's just a setup so that they'll come in and get stuck in an easily huntable area with brambles, so they have to be careful. I see how it is. Okay, so we got those guys up there to report to. Oh, we have another yellow quest from Blazette. Ah, I shan't get a wink of sleep until I find out who it was. Hear my tale, adventurer. Last night, upon returning from my patrol, I caught sight of a child playing atop the roof. Fearing for the little one's safety, I called out, but the child promptly vanished. Now, we haven't received word of any missing children, but if there were even a chance... Were it not for my duties here, I would be out searching now. Might I trouble you to climb to the roof and investigate in my stead? It's dangerous to go up there, though. What are you trying to do? Get me killed? Isabel, take your meat. Thank you ever so much. Now all that remains is for us to wait and to pray for a bountiful catch. I shall have the wood whalers check the traps on the morrow. They are more than happy to do so, knowing that the meat will end up in their own bellies like as not. But if I might be permitted to speak seriously for a moment, it is not an easy time to be a frontier sentry. Fearsome beasts around in these parts, and is the imperial threat besides. Thus I am glad that I, who cannot wield a sword, may yet play my part by preparing hearty meals for those brave men and women who willingly endure hurts that the simple folk like me might enjoy peace. And, yeah, we're gonna grab this. Awesome pugilist armor. I look so much like a monk. We'll roll up to the roof. First, though, we will turn in a quest. Yeah, we'll do that after. Piralno, or whatever you say it. I don't speak French. Please, you have my vow. I shall wear boarskin armor no more. I will starve before I partake in the tiniest morsel of salted pork. Just make them go away. What? The swine plague the bramble patch no more? Oh, thank you, friend. To speak the truth of it, I have been plagued by a dreadful phobia of these tusked monstrosities in recent weeks. But I realize this will not do. Jocelyn's Spire overlooks a hub of trade and military activity, and to shirk my duties would be a dishonor to the hero whose name the Spire bears. You have instilled no small measure of courage in me today, friend, and for this I am grateful. Pure all no is hard to remember. Oh, finally I get one that you're like, no. Unless you're using Blue Mage, you should always have your bird out. The EXP cut share to level up is too small from the normal combat to matter much to you. I forgot. Do we even have access to Chocobo at the moment? That's the question. I don't know that I have Combat Companion. Where even is that guy? No, I don't think we do, because my... yeah, Chocobo Saddlebag, I don't even have it. I will definitely always have my bird out, though. You are so right. And I had completely forgotten. Once we get it. You look to be made of sterner stuff than the average adventurer. How would you fancy doing your bit to preserve the peace? We patrol the area night and day, but a recent skirmish put a dozen of my best men in the infirmary, and we're sorely short-handed as a result. I'd be grateful if you could help fill in for the wounded. Now there are 3 strategic positions on patrol route, each marked by a twin adder standard. What you need to do is go to the 3 locations in turn and hold your ground for a while. Nothing to it, is there? Okay. We haven't done the Chocobo Friend yet. We will soon. Alright, can I make this jump? Where is Chocobo Friend Quest? Do I have to just go to Central Shroud and then, like, pick it up out of nowhere? I don't remember. It's been so long. It's been 84 years. Where's the other leaf? Oh, and a small cane. That's right. South Shroud. Oh, right. Like, in the lower area, they give us the combat thing. And then you prefer to level the tank kit. It's just for the stats. Occasionally it does draw aggro, but not very often. So you've seen the black bats. Seen to the black bats. We couldn't have asked for a better substitute. You have my gratitude. Now, at the risk of seeming brazen, I would ask you a favor on my own. Might you bear a message to Florimond for me? The lad is being overly hard on himself for his absence. Tell him that his fretting avails no one, he himself least of all. He serves the wood whalers best by getting back on his feet with all swiftness, and that requires peace of mind. Typically, I have also done healer first, but... I mean, really, it doesn't matter. Eventually, you'll be able to get all of them, unless you're a free trial player. Actually, I think technically there are very subtle ways that a free trial player could end up getting it maxed. I have to explore that, because my wife's got a free trial account, and so eventually we'll be to that point. Alright, we'll roll off to the next place. I feel like we're all over the place, even though we're in a very small area. You can grow onions for free trial. It just takes a while. Yeah, and you have to have a plot, which you have to do as like a friend or something, because you can't join a free company. It's all convoluted. You've returned. Tell me all you've learned. Well, there's some young leaves and a cane. Found this cane atop the roof, you say. 'Tis far too small for our use. I'd wager it belongs to one of the Sylphs of Little Solace, the settlement to the east. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. It would seem that the child I saw was in fact a Sylph. And I was so worried. At any rate, we should return the cane to its rightful owner. Please take it to a Sylph named Eorzea in Little Solace. She will know what to do with it. And while you're there, tell her in no uncertain terms that her people should not wander the forest at night. A message from Captain Anyud? I see. The captain speaks true. I must say, a great weight has been lifted from my shoulders. As bade, I shall focus all my energies on recovery, the sooner to resume my duties. My thanks again, friend. Cool. I'll take the money. Pop out here. Do this quest. Stand in sentry. Oh, it really wants us to stand watch, doesn't it? Don't accidentally hit move. Alright. Next place. So maybe one thing we should do while we're nearby is actually grab the South Shroud. Aetheryte? Only one of us has to stand in place. Yes, very technically. We could go down to Camp Tranquil and check out the quest there. And then we can just teleport to the Hawthorne Hut again, so why not? Let's do it. Oh, that's not the spot. What am I doing? I see gates and I want to go through them. And yes, if you're wondering, we could have just teleported the Quartz Mill. But why would we do that? When we get to explore this beautiful landscape. Alright, now that we're in the map, we can check. Yep, my feisty little chocobo. We'll just take the dangerous path through snake mold. It'll be fine. There's only a few aggro guys in here. The dryads, I think. So, or treants in this case. Don't worry, I'll take the aggro. I can manage. I'm a monk, I'm faster. Something, something. And we can just drop candy and they'll get distracted. Drop all the candy. And this guy gets pumpkins. I'm so happy that they got sucked away by the candy. Alright. One thing to make sure of is to go well around that guy. Because he's aggro. Then we'll come over here, and then up the bridge. You are so very confident. Okay. Definitely grab the Aetheryte first, please. Ain't nobody need to be running out here again. Guy man, you do have a level 30 quest though, right? Or a level 30 class. The unmistakable smell of chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming that you have your own trusty steed? I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle-trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Lucolot, over at the Bent Branch Meadows. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning fine-feathered friends. He should help be able to attain you greater affinity with your bird. Okay, so now we go to Lucolot. That's why I was thinking it was central. What on earth? Central Shroud. Not Thanalan. Why didn't anyone stop me? More quests. We are here. I'm sorry that your load times are atrocious. You there, adventurer. Yes, you will suffice. I have a job I need performed, and I'm willing to pay the going rate. A trifling task, really. I simply need you to ask the locals around here at Bench Branch Meadows what the head wrangler covets most in all the world. This is a private matter, lest you doubt, and so be sure to inquire discreetly. And please, for the love of Nald, do not reveal that you are in my employ. In fact, it would be best if my name wasn't mentioned at all. Alright. Let's, just... We trusted you! Well, I should have... I've tried my best to make myself as forthright with my insanity and my Lalafellanness as possible. Greetings, adventurer. Is there something you need? A chocobo. You wish to have your chocobo trained in combat? This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I'll help you train your chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Sure. Very well. Let's begin. Or to begin, you'll need to find a bunch of Gizel greens. You may have leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. I will never put my chocobo in harm's way. Hey, Austin, how you doing? And that really long what's up is because I was still holding W when I pressed the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're right now just working on grabbing our combat chocobo, doing some MSQ, and, you know, as always, exploring everything as we go. If that's your vibe, then chill out with us for a while. You could even come join us if you wanted. Have you acquired the greens? I sure have. Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of Gizel greens. They love the leafy vegetable so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you. And then once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. Hey, we got a friend over here. You will find that your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order, and it will act accordingly to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortom's family. Or Fortom, I guess, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. Now we can judge each other on our chocobo names. Mine's obviously the best. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of Gizel greens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The broodseas that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them, and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of Gizel greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Good. Where's this vendor? Who are ya? Alright, so vendor. Seriously, I gotta look at this thing. Over here a ways, huh? Over here. And then let's see, items, and then Gizel greens. I already have 21. Oh, didn't realize. We're just gonna buy a few thousand worth. And then what we can do, I need to actually keybind my shortcut, and Chocobo Saddlebag is going to be Alt-I, and then Companion is what it's called, right? Companions, I'm just going to do Alt-M, and then Alt-M from there, I can actually just use a Gizel green, I don't have to store it or anything. And then you're going to get a countdown here, but while you're mounted, the countdown will go away. So anytime you've got it out, I'm just going to invite you, you can join or not. And then we're gonna go to we're gonna actually talk to these people first because it's right here. Keitha, the only thing Keitha wants for her birds is to be happy. If she cares for anything besides the well-being of the chocobos, then I've not heard of it. Are you talking about me? You have an uncle named Zio? You recently came back to the game. You deleted all your characters and restarted. Whoa, that's crazy. Even if I had left the game, I don't think I would have deleted my characters. Do you regret it? What's that about Miss Keitha? You looking to stir up trouble, son? If you think some shiny trinket will move her heart, then you don't know her like I... that is Miss Keitha is only interested in her birds. Listen here, adventurer. If your actions cause her any distress, the wood whalers will come down on you so hard your boots will leak blood. Got that? He's very protective. Guyman, sir. What's your bird's name, huh, Guyman? If there's some Lalafell that is raging, running up to me, I know who it is. It's a very good plan which will work 100% of the time. This way. Just gonna get rid of this exclamation here. Oh, that was actually super quick. Aethelthrith. That is a crazy amount of THs. Wait a minute. Or, what does Keitha covet most? Why would you wish to know some... Wait a minute. That old Don merchant put you up to this, didn't he? He's wasting his time with that approach. If the man is serious about owning a chocobo, he would be better served by convincing Keitha of his intent to provide the bird with proper care and attention. Alright, so then we go back to Kukuvachi. Well, do you plan to keep me in suspense? I must have a chocobo for my very... What's this? They told you nothing of her material desires? Ugh, the stubbornness of these Gridanians is infuriating, and I should have known better than to hire a buffoon for such delicate work. Ah, thank you. To think of the amount of gil I wasted on this fruitless venture. Oh, cease your mewling. I promised you a reward, and a reward you shall have. Now leave me to my misfortune. I'd rather take your fortune than misfortune. Have you heard a word I've said, merchant? I would not trust you with a feather from one of my chicks' heads. Do you honestly believe I would hand over the care of a chocobo to a soulless gill grubber like you? Yeah, the boy. Standing up for the chocos. Whoop. Alrighty. Pop up over to Sorrel Haven, where we go kill a few things. There's a yellow quest there that I just breezed past, huh? You know what? We will actually probably end up exploring more of Central Shroud, because we really didn't do this area, and we haven't done Sorrel Haven later. Because I had messed up and bought some level ups, and I didn't understand half of what I was doing, so now I can learn all the jobs properly. Oh, okay, that is actually sensible, instead of just trying to, like, figure it out, start from the ground zero. I can approve of that approach. It's kind of what I'm doing here, trying to showcase everybody how things work from a standstill point. I'm going to paste you a Discord link, and maybe you would be interested in joining up in there and learning a thing or two. Oh, and also, you guys killed some of this stuff for me. Awesome. Yeah, sweet, the objective was shared. That was so fast. We report to Lukalot. We need to be a level 30 or more quest or class, though. We do have the challenge log unlocked. That's currency. I need to actually make a hotkey for that one. I like to do that. Keybind and shortcuts and challenge log. Crafting log. Where are you? Maybe it's system. I don't know. No, it's not system. It's shortcut. I just missed it. I know it's here somewhere. I feel like everything is so missable. Control, Shift, C. Boom. So we'll have to make sure that we get the Chocobo challenge log stuff as well. Get that sweet, sweet bonus. So you have successfully negotiated your first few battles with your Chocobo? Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your Chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. In the past, I have also been a healer-first kind of mindset, just because it makes it handy on DPS classes. Before I forget, I have one last parting gift. A saddlebag for your Chocobo. Sweet, sweet inventory space. Carrying diesel greens about can be quite cumbersome after all, and there should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should the need arise. I pray it serves you well on your travels. You now have access to your Chocobo's saddlebag, so Alt-I to get extra stuff. I'm going to store some stuff that I don't really use very often in there. We could put some dyes in there. Fantasia's always go in there. Alright, you've got another quest for me. But you know what? We're going to come back at some other point, and we're going to do a little bit of MSQ, and we will explore these points that we didn't get to see at another time. East Shroud is calling our names. Yep. Somebody doesn't have East Shroud, though. Now you're not the only babysitter. Men clad in strange armor? Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. Yes, we adventurers often go, skulking through the forest. Oh, we gotta go up. Yeah, it probably is. It probably is you, and that's fine. People tend to do a Realm Reborn fates for the log. The enemies in the expansion fates take way too long to kill in comparison. Yeah, you can breeze through a Realm Reborn fates like cakewalk. Good to see you back in one piece. Is there aught to report? A run-in with fell fiends, you say? This is passing odd. We've never had trouble with the local fauna on this patrol route in the past. Mayhap their numbers are on the rise. We must keep a close eye on things. Anyway, my thanks for your help, friend. You can also do them if you're doing like relics, because they have a lot of fates on like the Heavensward ones. If you are interested in doing the fates for leveling, and then just grab a few, as many as the challenge log requires, then that's a good way to get a bonus as well. Yeah, 5 fates will give you like 10% of a level or something every week. It's nothing to sniff at. What do we got in here? We got 3 dungeons. We have duty roulette, which will not be met because I don't do duty roulette to speed up the stream. 5 dungeons, it's probably not happening either, but the fates, possibly. Let's go turn in some quests before we do that. Without thread, this one cannot weave. Whatever is this one to do? This one's thread. This one can weave again. Helpful One is so kind. This one thanks Helpful One from the bottom of this one's heart. You gave me over 1,000 gil to do that? That's crazy. What a generous soul. What brings Walking One to the abode of these ones? A small cane. Walking One brings cane. This one was looking under every leaf and flower for cane. This one's heart is full of joy. Walking One is kind, like Seed-Seeing One. This one likes kind ones. This one will be friend to Kind One. Kind One has this one's word. And let's just take the money. Alright, you know what? I think we covered everything but the leave meets quest-wise. So yeah, we're good to continue on. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? This one sees. Steel Walking Ones come from Empire, carry boxes, and go walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, Steel Walking Ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel Walking Ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark right here. This is where Steel Ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for Steel Ones, yes? I'm just gonna put that on wait. Even though I don't have a reason to necessarily teleport right this second, I may have one in the future, so I'll wait on it. Alright, we're gonna grab We're just gonna shred through everything since we're over leveled and there's like 4 or 5 of us at any given time. It certainly speeds these portions up. How much of the game do I know? That's a very good question. I would say that I know basically everything except for like really high-end stuff, because I just really have never been interested in it because it takes so much time. I have explored a few things here and there. I know a lot about macros, but I mean I've played the whole MSQ. Not as much as some, a lot more than many, I guess is a good way to put it. Dancing One is back. This one breathes a sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing One found something? I've played this for a long time too, so I mean I've seen a lot of changes. Dancing One found paper inside a box. This is a message from Empire. This one can read Walking One's symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do Steel Walking Ones know how to find them? Is there Sneaky One hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping One selling secrets to Steel Walking Ones? This one fears for this one's home, but Dancing One has helped this one so much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friend to these ones. Let's go find us a spy. Helpful One arrives at good time. This one needs Helpful One's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful One must find Claxio. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of a beastly one. You're not a spy, you're an investigator. There's a difference. Actually, there's really not. Except for, you know, if you get caught, you're probably dead. Yeah, I guess that's enough of a difference. Is your job likely to kill you? That's how I guess. Oh. I just remembered I did something wrong on the hotbar setup. What? Walking One wants this one to return to Little Solace? Don't make this one laugh. This one is weary living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything. No better than those ones that summoned a Primal One. Small wonder this one chose to leave. So he didn't want to be like the ones that summoned a Primal One. This one thought this is a likely place to build a home. This? This right here? But then Meddling One arrives, forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One! I'm Meddling One? What is this nonsense? I don't meddle. Never meddled in my life. Alright, Comuxio. What? Claxio refused to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful One must hurry. Hurry and find Claxio. Helpful One should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. Those things will lead Helpful One to Claxio. But hurry. Hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. Maybe I'm a boring one? I'm a boring meddler? Wow. Never been so honored. Maybe I'm a boring weevil. I'm a boring wee evil. Oh dang, I'm a Lalafell. I am a wee evil. I'm a boring weevil. I am digging into the game. I'm digging into all the systems and everything. I'm a boring weevil! I do dig into other people's business. I guess technically, since I've made like a few bucks, Eorzeon is my business too. So my business is to dig into your and other people's business. Interesting. Oh, we got a snappy thingy. We're gonna have to disband, folks. Meddling One is back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Comuxio that this one will never go back. Never! Oh, snap. Touched ones should go away too. This one is a good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Be on guard, Eorzeon. These sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalja tempered by Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steel. Excuse me. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Alright, smacky smacky. This is clearly a very difficult fight. It's one I do recommend doing on like a tank or a ranged DPS because you get an AoE. Oh, gotta step out of that. And the mortal runs away when you kill all the dudes. So you don't even have to really bother with it. This one is safe? This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? I'm not really so sure about that one. Camuxio? And meddling one as well? Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Camuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace to be with Camuxio and friendly ones. Oh, how touching. Well, that should see to that. What say we return to Little Solace as well? I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. How are you going to get one at Little Solace? Alright. Let's let the folks join up. My goodness, you timed it all so well. And then, there's, the three of us. If you're with us, just catch up over at East Shroud, or at Little Solace, because that's where I will be reading more text. You'll have time. Oh, we gotta drop candy everywhere, because it's a magical time of year, so why not? Speaking of, I finally got some Christmas tracks on my music app that I've been working on. So you can go to that test site I posted in the Discord, and you can listen to some of those on repeat or in background. Because it's coming along. Still a lot of things to, like, really nail down. This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful one saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones. But Helpful one is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful one is a hero to these ones. Helpful one will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful one to see Elder one. But Elder one is what? You can just tell me, it's right there. Okay, this one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes? But this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday and has not come back. Oh, yeah, we did. We got in Middle Lenosha, Lower, Central East Shroud, Western Town, and Central Town. Love it. You'll help me find the Elder, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of Walking One named Buscaron. Buscaron may know what happened to Elder One. Okay, right on. Enjoy. This one would talk to Buscaron, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buscaron for this one? And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs help. or begs of Kind One. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help. And please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. Okay, so we gotta go talk to Buscaron, and somebody's gotta go talk to the Gridanians. Alright, so I don't know why I run away when I'm gonna teleport. Just habit, I guess. So we're going to Spirited Away. We go talk to Vorsail. Wow, so we're gonna go to New Gridania. Swole is the goal. Nice. Okay, go. No, it's over here. What am I doing? I swear I know this game. No, every single time I come to Gridania, I'm like, which way do I have to go to get to this place? Whereas in Ul'dah, you always face the stairway. In Gridania, you face one way half the time and the other way half the other half, I swear. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Their elders gone missing, you say? Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Gia Molko at Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message that the Wood Whalers are needed in the search effort. Alright, so we got a Central Shroud. Not Thanalan. Shroud. Made that mistake once already. Alright. Gia Molko. A message from Commander you say? The Sylph Elder has vanished? Worry not, friend. The Wood Whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. That's it? That's all you got for me? Now I gotta go to Buscaron, that's right. So we'll go to Quarry Mills, the closest. Thanks, Guy Man. I too am sure that was the perfect French pronunciation. Should we grab these yellow quests while we're here? They are level 26 after all. That's right. I keep screwing up the thing here, so I'm going to make a quick change to, I think it's Botanist. And I'm going to take a look at my hotbar 5. Nope. Hotbar 4. No, that's ranged, which means it's minor. Minor 6. And I'm going to add Pugilist in there, as you do. Pugy, where are you? Pugy. And then we're going to turn that bad boy off, and then we're going to become a Pugy. It worked. Oh, there's like 3 of them right here. Oh, sorry, Ishgardian. Ishgardian, not French. My bad. My bad. Cuthbert. I heard some people in Limsa mention that apparently it is a slang. French for Ishgardian. I see what you're saying. Okay. In the days before Calamity, my grandfather was a village elder of Bowbury. I've never heard of Bowbury. We tried, gods be good, we tried to reclaim his home, but to no avail. Passed away last year, he did. With his last breath, he spoke of a family heirloom, an axe passed down for generations. Now those red bellies use it to split wood, mocking us all the while. The 12 take me if I allow them to besmirch my grandfather's memory any longer. You'll bring it back for me, won't you? I'll go get your axe, yes? Mayhap you've heard the tales, but the place they call Red Belly Hive wasn't always a wretched nest of scum and villainy. Love it. In the old days, it was the home to a hamlet called Bowbury. Huh, we're learning so much. Where here and Eorzea lived a life of peace. That was before the Bowbury, where here and Eorzea lived... Oh. Guys, I promise I'm not drunk. I don't even drink. Those red bellies moved in when the villagers fled, and they've had their run of the place ever since. Let's do MSQ. 3 quests later, gets distracted by side quests. Hey, side quests are main quest, okay? That's how it works. It is our hope to win the village back, but the red bellies are no common outlaws. They read our every move from malms away. That's where you come in. What say you enter the wasp's nest and take the sting out of them? And then we got... Oh, hey, welcome back, by the way. And then we got one more quest here from Deidre. Welcome home, welcome friend. Many of your kind come to Quarry Mill seeking a respite from the hardships of adventuring. Might you care to put your troubles aside for a day and live the farmer's life? Old Fox in the orchards to the north has quite a harvest on his hands this year, and knowing him, he'd be much obliged for a helping hand. So many chocobos shoved into this corner, so true. I'm gonna get rid of this. And then we're gonna talk to Balin or Balin. Greetings, adventurer. Perhaps you've heard, but these forests have fallen prey to a band of poachers. They litter the ground with dastardly snares, caring not a whit for the innocents, small animals and travelers alike, caught in their vile clutches. I am forbidden to leave my post, but perhaps you could scour the area and see to any ghastly steel maws you encounter. Be careful, the poachers themselves may be lying in ambush, awaiting their prey. Dude, can you imagine how hot it would be around 3 or 4 like chocobos in a small space? And hey, here's a podjaw. Euna Kotor. Greetings, friend. I am Euna Kotor, a podjaw of Gridania, as you might have discerned from the horns on my head. An unnatural presence has made itself known here in the 12-foot, and I have been summoned to investigate. Tread carefully, and may the elementals watch over you. I'm sure we'll do more exploration of this area, but for now we're just going to do these quests that popped up. It's very interesting that you don't really see a lot of podjaw, so I had to take special note of that. Wait a minute. There's a quest above us. I'm sure it's going to be on the same vein as the ones we've gotten, so we may as well grab it. Wilfric of the Wood Whalers. Bloody scofflaw, you'll not escape the Wood Whalers' justice. You, adventurer, one of those loathsome poachers has fled into the village and hides under our noses as we speak. You're to join the search at once. That's an order. You can't give me orders, homie. You cannot. It's not doable. And then we gotta find where this person is. I mean, they're around here somewhere. Maybe in this little hideaway. Nope, not in the hideaway. Maybe in this little hideaway. There are like a bunch of these. Good grief. Where are you? Sneaky devil. There you are. Escaped poacher. Don't hurt me, I beg of you. I swear on my life I never meant to do no wrong. But what with my brother starving and sick, when they promised me money for the medicine, what else was I to do? Find the bouncing baby. You have me word. From this day forth, I'll earn me coin by honest work, or not at all. You'll show me mercy just this once, won't you? 12, bless your gentle soul. 5 chocobos, 3 lalas, and 2 babysitters. This guy can't run. Good point, Freeze. Or, Guy Man. Alright, let's go turn in to Wilfric. That was it? Okay. The poacher escaped? Inexcusable. I should have known better than to entrust the task to an adventurer. Those who defy the elemental's will be served justice, or we shall all pay the price. You do well not to forget this. I will soon forget, don't you worry. Alright, we got a lot of stuff now here. We're gonna swing up. So this red belly hive up here was a little village called Bowbury, or Hamlet, or something. Interesting. I didn't know that, because all it says is red belly hive. We're gonna clear it out, we are. Does that mean they get the village back? Or is it Bowbury? I guess it's Bowbury. It's not even in the hive proper. Crazy. Alright, so let's swing down here. No, I can't jump over that. I know, right? Poor poacher surrounded by 5 adventurers. Iron leg trap. Oh, we gotta sneak. This is so quick, though. I love it. We're gonna have an easy time filling, you know, trials and raids and stuff, because we're gonna have a big old group eventually. Oh, that one was part of my hunting log for Pugilist too, so that's a bonus. Alright, we're good here. We'll do a more thorough exploration of the upper portion of South Shroud on another day. But for now, quests. We're good to get out of the way. You've done good work today, friend. Still, with that self-styled king of the curl claws running the operation, the poachers are not likely to yield easily. No, we must be more vigilant than ever. Alright, and almost level 30, too. Turning these... Did we unlock Palace of the Dead? You fought well for us today, friend, but when Balbury is reclaimed for the people, you can take pride in knowing that you struck a vital blow. Oh, give me that potion of strength that I'm never going to use. And then we got the axe for you. Just as grandfather always described it. You're a godsend, Fred. Grandfather, I swear to you, the next time a red belly sees this axe, it'll be buried in his good-for-naught skull. How would he see it if it's in his skull? Come on. Think these things through, guy. Alright, so let's see. The house that Death built is Wood Whaler Expeditionary at Issamhar in the South Shroud. Where is that, though? The house that Death built is over here. Okay, so there's a little bit to do before you can actually unlock Palace. We're going to go north. We're going to hit this right here. So we may as well do that while we're in town. In the area. Fox. The Phoenix. What brings an adventurer to my humble orchards? Set your sights on Sprite apples rather than beeskin today? Well, I for one am mighty grateful for that. These bones aren't fit for climbing as they used to be. I'd be much obliged if you could pick some apples for me. Oh, and you want to make sure no creepy crawlers are hiding inside. Har har. Har har. So these apples are small. There are so many people here. I need to now actually, like, use the 0 spam. The power of ether and belief. Okay. Power of positivity. That's how I reach them. Alright. And then we go back to... Wait, what are we looking at? Oh, there's another apple hidden away here. This really is, like, just the weirdest thing to see so many people doing all the same things. And then we talk to Fox again. Back so soon? Let's see what we got in that basket of yours. Why, I'll be. Just the sight of your harvest, mate, has me mouth-watering. You've an eye for apple picking, my friend. I have a daughter just around your age. You don't even know how old I am. What say you settle down here when you've had quite enough, or when you've had enough questing for glory? And you'll have to tell us if the gender language changes. Friend, feast your eyes on this. Why, I've not been blessed with the harvest the likes of this in, well, as long as I can remember. Oh, he has a son for you. How handy. All I've done is the picking. It's the guardians of the forest what brought me in this bounty. I'd give thanks myself, but what with those poachers around, I'm like to end up with an arrow through my head. Might you be kind enough to go and make the offering in my stead? I don't know that I want to be this dude's son-in-law, though. He's kind of lazy. And on your return, bring an apple to Castellane. He's been looking gaunt of late. Although, you know, he thinks of others, so that's another point in his favor. But Lalafell and here, I don't know how that's supposed to work. We've had this conversation before, and we just never figured out. Alright, let's roll over to... yeah, quest we just got. Then we'll go to Buscaron and the house that Death built. Might even just finish the house that Death built, just to get it out of the quest log. Because we do have quite a few in there at any given time now. Now that we've got a bunch of class ones. Was it Sprite Apple? Yep. Oh, whoa. Yeah, this actually is a treant. Like, you can see its form. I didn't actually ever pay attention to that. Let's go north and west and go to Buscarons. I'll take the heat. Okay. Oh, I can't help myself though. I saw hunt log. Not that I'm gonna go and get them all right now, but... Oh, and I'm level 30. Means I can change over to... Thaumaturge to get to level 30 with that one. Alright, first we'll quickly talk to Buscaron. How do you actually guys say that? I kind of go back and forth, Buscaron and Buscaron. Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub inside of this... Huh? Not here to fill your belly, then? Ah, a hunger for news, is it? You've been the talk of the Sylph lurking hereabouts. But I can't rightly say if it's the elder you seek. The woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk would struggle to tell them apart. If you've the time, mayhap you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know, you might even stumble across this Sylph elder yourself. Alright. I love how the reward for this is a chicken egg. Oh! Celebration! We attained rank 3. No word on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Buscaron in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. Nice. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish, but as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down. We will do more exploration of South Shroud another time. Mead-soaked Midlander. And we're going to use our water-filled tub, which is more like a bucket. Ugh! That's cold! What do you mean, no fighting? This Duskwhite scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. That guy gets to keep his skin, for now. I've never actually talked to him. Thanks for stepping in there, friend. Not that I couldn't handle myself against a bleating milksop like that bloke. Yeah, I don't know, look at you. And I don't want to cause no trouble for Buscaron. You know, having to mop up blood and bits of teeth and the like. Oh, you're so strong, I'm sure. Go back to Buscaron. Actually, South Shroud, upper area, is probably a good candidate for a full exploration next stream. Nicely done, Eorzeon. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst is a Duskwhite Eorzea. There are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskwhites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them, and it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the Druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? Chicken egg. Alright, so let's pick up the next quest. I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor to ask of you. He's a Kikiran friend of mine, you see, name of Tetaroon, a good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him, fallen in the shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here at my druthers for a spell after that. Got to talking about striking it out on his own, he did, and not long after, cast his lot with a merchant bound for Lenosha. Well, it just so happens, I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his, this scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have just forgotten when he left, so I'd like to see that it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up, but might be a friend of mine can. A Rogadan fellow named Bainsing. You can find him in on Hawker's Alley in Limsa Laminsa. He knows everything of the comings and goings of merchants there. You're gonna take us all the way to Limsa? But not today, because we gotta go take care of the house that Death built. That must have sobered him up. Yeah. I imagine that a blast of cold water will at least jolt anyone for a little bit. I'm sorry, but I must insist that you... Oh, an adventurer, and a rather seasoned-looking one besides. On the off chance you're not simply here to gawp, perhaps you could lend us a hand? You see, despite the fervent protestations of the Duskwhites over there, you cannot permit... Wait, I thought they shunned cities. You cannot permit civilians within the ruins at this time. They look like solid researchers. Capable men and women like you, on the other hand, are more than welcome. That is, if you've got the stones for it. Pray seek out the others stationed at Quarry Mill. They can apprise you of the details. Are you talking Palace of the Dead? We're not actually going in Palace of the Dead, by the way. We're just unlocking it. But Palace of the Dead... Oh, you're talking any content that was even brought in, even in an ARR zone, but came in a different patch? Oh. See, I was just thinking you would do it like, I guess area by area, but I understand a little bit more now. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing it right now, so no worries. We're not breaking any kind of patch lock rules. Maximum party sizes for Palace of the Dead are 4, of course, so if you're not, disinclined, we could at some point do Palace of the Dead without you if you're okay with that. Sure, okay, cool. I mean, we're going to have to jump in there at some point because we're going to explore everything. So, right on. Alright, do a couple of turn-ins. What brings you to Quarry Mill, adventurer? Perhaps you heard that our pact with the elementals permits hunting in this area. Do not think that gives you leave to strip the forest bare. Here, have an apple. A sprite apple, my favorite. However, did you know? From Fox, you say? The man is too kind. Why, each scrumptious bite brings me back to the days of... forgive me, my friend. Why don't you just marry his daughter? Alrighty. Expeditionary Captain will unlock Palace of the Dead, which we will not jump into right now. Well, mid-adventurer, I take it you've come to learn more of the recent happenings at Issamhar. The site is of interest, owing to the Gelmoran ruins, Gelmora being an underground city which predates Gridania, in case you were unaware. Any road, a few days past, we received reports from several anthropogeographers that a magical gateway of some sort had appeared in the ruins, and that all manner of creatures were coming and going through it. My men and I were among the first to examine it, and, well, it's hard to explain. We crossed the threshold into the set of corridors we'd never seen before, and then suddenly, each and every one of us was filled with an inexplicable sense of dread. It was all we could do to take even a single step. According to Una Kotor, who accompanied us, the ruins are warded with powerful magics that sap the spirits and ether of all who enter, rendering them easy prey for the creatures within. Thankfully, he managed to devise a solution. Ether pool arms and armor, which safeguard and channels the wielder's energies, that they might withstand the ruins' magics. Unfortunately, it does little to prevent us from losing our way. Though it beggars belief, every time we dared to venture into the ruins, we have found the path to be changed. We suspect this, too, may be the work of an unfathomably powerful mage. Needless to say, something strange is afoot, and traditional tactics are not likely to suffice. Even experienced adventurers will need to proceed with caution. In any event, if you believe that you have what it takes to brave the ruins and discover what secrets lie in its deepest depths, you need but say the word. I want the money. Okay. Palace of the Dead, now accessible. You may enter solo or in a party of up to 4 players. When speaking with the Wood Whaler Expeditionary Captain, you will be given the option to enter with a fixed party or matched via the matching system. Players will start at level 1 regardless of their current class or job level. Furthermore, only Ether Pool arms and Ether Pool armor may be used when inside Palace of the Dead. Each floor of the Palace of the Dead is randomly generated, including the placement of enemies, treasure coffers, and traps. Further details can be had by speaking with him. Right on. Then we'll go... That's a leave meet, so we don't need to do that. There's no other quest here. It is actually 5:43, which means that dinner is just about ready. We've been at it for about an hour and 3/4, so I think this is actually a good place to stop because we will be doing South Shroud upper portions, not Earth's Gift because we would die, in the stream on Wednesday. So we're just going to do our typical thing and go get us a shot by the ether right here. And we're going to do this whole wavy thing and say, I'll see you next time.